Hi, welcome to Mini Medi. Today is actually an interesting day because it is June the 3rd, 2020, and wow, a lot of Quentin Tarantino stuff going on in the real world, and honestly, I believe it's necessary in order for change, because I know in my own personal life that is the only way that I've been able to have change in my life in order to recreate and improve. It's like I have to go through inner conflict, and then it kind of hits a wall and everything has to rearrange, reorder, and change. So it's really unfortunate that this is what it's come to, that the world has to witness yet another murder that in the past gets swept under the rug, and the police stick together, and some of them are corrupt, and there's individuals in every arena, politicians everywhere really, that you have the handful that are corrupt, maybe the handful that are good and more are corrupt, or the handful are corrupt. But there's obviously I personally even met corrupt cops, a couple in Chicago years ago, that wow, I'm like thinking this is pretty bad. And I was 20 and assumed to have committed a crime and treated horrifically. And I remember, wow, how are they just treating people like not even human? So anyone who basically dehumanizes me, there's definitely a trigger that I have within me, and some people know this about me, that I am definitely an empath. So it's hard for me to be around groups of people. It's been a difficult time for me because I literally feel people's pain, and so I have to do what I have to do to pull back and protect myself from falling apart. And I do think this has been a good time as well, because the unexpected people even have shown up. I guess it's hard for me to really put into words what I'm trying to say right now because I'm emotional, but for a long time I've also felt like an outcast, and I've always thought, oh my God, I want to live with the Amish people because the sense of community there is just beautiful, and the divisions among people for history, the divisions have been there for a long time. People have had trouble living in harmony, and I have not been around for all of history, but I can't say it started with, but it's possible it started with when, I almost hate to say it, but basically there were Native American people here, and they were treated horrifically, and my heart goes out for them as well, because that is my ancestry as well, and so is African American. So I have a lot of I am like every woman. I feel like but yes, for anyone to dominate another human being or even animals, because, you know, I think everyone deserves to be treated in kindness and treated with respect and honored. And that is what I want to get back to. So, I mean, the things that have been beautiful during this time have been the people who aren't combative, who do want unification, who do want to see the right thing. I mean, we really need to be doing the right thing whether people are looking or not. I mean, it's just been amazing to watch this unfold. But I am so proud of so many people who have been stepping forward and doing the most beautiful thing. You can see the sheriff and the people who are like, let's have a parade and I'm gonna march with you. And those people are awesome. People standing in front of other people, protecting them. Because once you're in that place, and it took me losing a baby to get to that place, because I used to be a selfish person. So I understand some of the selfish people, because their maturity level just isn't there yet. But it actually took me losing a baby to be that person that's unselfish, to say, you know what, God, if you would just let my baby live and take me, I'd be okay with that. So when you get to that place and you love that much, your heart is open and you want to do the right thing. And life has taught me compassion. And yes, I've been, I don't know if I want to say blessed, because sometimes it feels like not a blessing. But I am an empath, and I have been an empath for a long time. And I believe I was born this way. It was nothing. But my compassion, on the other hand, has been developed through experience. So I had asked God to be more compassionate when I met a compassionate man. And I just admired that about him. He was very nice to people, and I just thought that was a beautiful thing, and I just didn't have it, so I started praying for it. So, you know, it's kind of like be careful what you pray for, because God did bless me with compassion now. However, I had to go through personal challenges to gain that. It's almost like there's a price to be paid for everything. But I just love how there's so much power in people standing together, and united we stand for real, and divided we fall. So I don't personally take God out of the equation. I need God. I depend on God. God is my resource for all that is good. And I know I went through this time where I felt like I can't even say God, because all of these people poo-pooing. You know what? I'm going to continue not to put power into their opinions. That's their opinion. I'm standing in my own power and what I believe is righteous for me. And that should not really offend anybody. But it's amazing what's offending people. You know, I have a Facebook page, and I'm just amazed that some people are just, I'm like, whoa. I wasn't even trying to pick a fight. Okay. And I don't fight on my Facebook. I do delete some messages that people will leave there, because I don't feel like that's really the space. I try to keep that space more of a healing space, and I do express myself there, but I hold back, because I don't want it to be like a big political thing or anything like that. I try not to really get too intense there, I guess, is a way, because I want it to be, we got to keep our spirits alive as we move through this change. And I love the fact that it's, the changes are occurring. Today, is a challenging time for a lot of people, because today's the day that there's going to be the funeral for George Floyd. And this is the gentleman who a few police officers decided it was okay to minimize. And nobody should be minimized. Nobody. I don't even, whoever, this man, yeah, sure, he made mistakes in his life. He paid the price. We've all made mistakes and paid the price. But people acting self-righteous, or self-righteous because they have a badge, and act like that is an excuse to treat people horrifically, and bullying, and beyond bullying. This was murder. One police officer murdered him, and other police officers did not even attempt to stop him. So it was definitely, they stuck together, and now finally we get to see, and I completely believe it's because of the protesters and demonstrators that have pressured change. That's what it took for change. So be it. And I'm not talking about the looters. That's a different thing, and I'm not saying any, well, right at this moment, I'm not talking about them. And this has come about because of the power of people joining together, banding together, holding hands. And I am just ecstatic about that change, that happened. Because for years, this has been going on forever, and it's been nothing. And so this has been building. So this is where we're at now. It's been building. Well, things, you can only handle so much before poof, Even personally, you can only handle so much pressure, and then something's got to give, right? It's like a freaking dam. You can only handle so much emotion and water, and then poof, you freaking go and explode in a sense. And I don't feel everything. When I meet people and they say I'm always happy, and it's like, man, that's weird. I don't know. I think we all exist for certain reasons, and I don't bury my head like a freaking ostrich in the sand. And I know people that do, and they're just selfish. And I don't know why they came to the earth, but I came to the earth to be the best me I can be, and not just be about me, but be about serving, and yes, banding together and helping each other, being of heart. Life here is everything. It's messy, it's beautiful, it's loving, it's kind. You meet all kinds of people. I just want to stay with the people who are beautiful and do have the courage. I love courageous people, because I believe in change, and I know change is tough, but change is necessary for our personal evolution and evolution of society. It's not just about, obviously we do want peace and harmony around us, but we have to be able to join together, face it, and create that, and communication and action, and having communication and action match, of course. So I just like to talk, a little bit before I get into my meditation. So I did talk a little bit at length, because there's a lot going on in the world, and I haven't really checked in or done my mini medi for a while. And if you notice, this is not my space. This is not my home. However, this is where I'm at right now because I can't do this at my home for the moment because it's a shambles and it's flooded and all kinds of things going on. But hopefully in the end my house will come together and be better for it when I have the work done. So on that note, let's just reach our hands out, hold our palms up for receptiveness, and take 3 deep breaths. Today, I notice everything around me and listen to the silence and just listen to our one heart joined in this time of love and compassion and feeling even loss for our beloved Mr. Floyd, his family, the world family, the people in pain, people that are just givers and overflowing with heart. I honor the changes that are occurring around us and within us. Take a deep breath in. Today is the day we're going to honor George Floyd's life and his daughter, the mother of his daughter, and his brother, his amazing brother, who is speaking from a higher place, from the light in his heart within him. He's amazing and part of the change process. He is definitely a peacemaker, a good man. George was a good man too, and George's spirit is around us, and I hope we can all just honor his soul today. And I ask that we honor his soul right here and now. Take a deep breath and exhale. And yes, 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 we stand in our power and we are serving good. Justice is prevailing, we are assured. And we live life in a good place, from a good place, and we are givers, and we allow justice to be served and rejoice in the positive changes that are happening. And George Floyd's death was not in vain. A lot of deaths were, but it's like they've all compiled up into this place and time to create this, I call it just an expanse of change. Unfortunately, lives were lost, and that is sad. But we take this day and every day really now, from now on, we will always know his name. Always know his name and what George represents. It's just love. Oh my goodness. I just thought, so sad. I mean, when you actually watch people begging for their life and nobody was there, to stop it, because that feeling of helplessness is just so difficult. So we are now taking back our power. So take this moment to just say, yes, we have the power within us to coordinate change and make things righteous and make things right. So today I just honor the day and all that it brings. So take a deep breath in and exhale and just say thank you for this day. Thank you for life. Today I make this a great day, a good day, and I honor the good in the world, the good within me, and just say thank you. So I just hope that you all just can just make the best of today and honor the good, your good heart and soul within you and within the people that are around you, and just see them and listen to them. And on that note, I will see you next time. Have just a miraculous day.